Hello world! I'm your host Bunny, this is Awesomenauts, and we are back! Today we're gonna do a quick match, see how matchmaking is working out, and since I've been getting a lot of requests about it, I'm gonna show you my Gnaw build after the patch. We are using split spit, and we're using damage, and we're using run speed, and we're not using soul tree, which is new and exciting for me. And we're gonna see how well it goes if this game actually starts. So what's been going on? I'm working full time. I'm still trying to play the game and not be disappointed. I'll admit, Ronimo has done a great job. They've been working towards the right thing. There is one thing I would still want to point out, is the fact that the rank 2 category seems to be the biggest one. Might just be me who's biased, because they shrunk the size of the rank 1 category, or division 1 if you will, and it feels like the rank 2 is really big, and I think that rank 2 should be fairly exclusive as well, just as well as rank 1, simply because we have 9 ranks. Use them. And for example, I went down to rank 5 something, and well, I did go down to division 9 all the way and got reset. So I played one game and went up to rank 4 right away in one game. It's like, that's a little much for one game, don't you think? Anyways, let's get back on track. What we're doing is we have unlocked Spit right away, as well as Weedlings, because I found out after a lot of games, actually, way too many games for me to want to admit, that Weedlings at the start is better than taking Split Spit on this map in particular. Had this been the small one-lane map, that's Station 404, isn't it? I would have taken Split Spit right away instead, because Weedlings aren't as useful there. So this is what we're going with, and we're trying to not get killed generally. As a starter, Gnaw is kind of weak, I'd say. And the big difference since the patch is only one small detail, and that's that Spit doesn't disappear when it's walked over anymore. This makes This makes a huge difference actually, and it's very important to note, because now you have stuff walking straight over and leaving it there, meaning that if more people walk straight over it, we can hit more people. So in essence, you can hit everything in an area with Split Spit, and adding the damage to that makes it a very powerful spit. Like that, you kill stuff afterwards. And I will admit that a lot of people will now scream and shout that, oh my god, Gnaw is so overpowered. He's not. Those that scream and yell this are either playing Leon, Froggy G, or Raylin. Why just these three? They have the lowest health. And that's the thing, that Gnaw isn't overpowered, he's just very strong against low HP characters. Coco is also one of these in general, but recently at least I've been seeing more and more Cocos going for their health upgrades, and as soon as you go all 3 health upgrades, you're kinda set and Gnaw isn't as powerful. Against Clunk and other characters, let's not even mention that, because he's fairly useless. Clunk can just walk away, there's nothing Gnaw can do really. Because he's slow, he doesn't have any, well, he's not that slow, but he doesn't have any crowd control. Clunk, on the other hand, does. He can bite, snare, regen his health, and then explode in your face. And Gnaw is still a rather low HP character, so there's a lot of room for Clunk to actually take care of him. And so does, for example, Skuldir is pretty decent at this as well, and Derpal, let's not even talk Derpal. Derpal will violate Gnaw in many cases. So again, those shouting, oh my god, so OP with the spit, pay no real mind to them. They're playing low HP characters and don't upgrade their HP right away. Or, I shouldn't say right away, at least after dying once, or seeing that Gnaw is going split spit, then you should go upgrade your health right away, because that one dot is gonna hurt. But it's just an initial for something 70-ish health. So you're gonna survive it if you just walk away from it. Sure, you have to go back to base, but on the other hand, if you didn't walk in it in the first place, it won't be that much of a problem. Obviously this is easier said than done, and you will probably get hit quite often by it, but any character with health regen, for example, Derpel on siege mode with health regen on will just ignore this spit pretty much. And so will many other characters. Lone Star, for example, as well. Very good at it. So what we've done so far is taken in order Spit, Weedlings, Split Spit, and the first damage upgrade to the Spit. And we're gonna take the second upgrade as soon as we can when we hit 210, 220-ish. And after that we're upgrading run speed, so we can start chasing things. At this point we're actually playing very defensively, and since we mainly have a bot running around here, we're not too concerned about him, but we're not going to do any crazy things or chase people down too much if possible. We're just gonna hang around, take it easy, farm bots, and as you can see currently I'm being left alone in the lane, which is golden for me since my Spit can pretty much take care of the bots by themselves, or droids by themselves. And that still hurt. So it's not that much of an issue, and it gives a lot of money. And as soon as we start upgrading, and that's the reason we're not taking speed right away, because we want to... I personally have this thing that if I get speed and can chase things down, I try. And that's not always the best of ideas. That's why I'm limiting myself by not taking the run speed for now, and instead getting all the upgrades I need for run speed to be very viable. So we're doing this, we're taking Spit, we're upgrading Spit damage, and after that we will getting run speed and we'll start chasing. And as we go on we will take health regen on bite, and then upgrade the damage of this thing, of that thing. Since Weedlings doesn't really provide that much of a benefit at this point, apart from that they're really good lane blockers, which is what I'm using them for mainly. And hit, he's dead. Cool. So there's the general idea that Weedlings function because they scare people more than they're actually good, because if someone goes Weedlings early right away, they usually go for upgrading Weedlings and don't care for Spit. So there's a little bit of a mental thing going on there as well, a little bit of psychological warfare by scaring them a little bit, and that's good. We like psychological warfare in this kind of game. And we're gonna go down here and not chase anything, and watch out for that. That's okay. Spit, as you see, the droids are now dead at one point or another. So that gives me a lot of gold, and that's why I don't need the solar tree at the moment, because if you can get a lane alone, or even if you can just get your opponent to stay out of the lane, you will be... No, I'll take that back. If you can get your allies to stay out of your lane, you're golden, because then you can just farm the lane, and even if you have the opponent in the lane, you don't have to care too much about it, because you will kill the droids regardless of what happens, since you have a Spit, and the Spit does just enough damage at this point. The droids will be getting more and more health as we go on, and it's not as easy to do this, but generally it's powerful enough early on enough for you to get enough money to sort things out. So that's the logic. And we've also taken slow in this case on Spit, simply because we're on a long map, and I noticed Leon joining in, and personally, I have this little problem with Leon that I can kill him, but he tends to kill me first. And there's always this trade, and I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible by adding to... Where did it go? By adding the slow to it, because then he can't really chase me down. Also, Coco is in the lane and uses Blaze enough for her to upgrade speed on it, means she can chase me down, and I don't want to be chased down. Again, getting hit by Coco. Not too clever, but still playing very calmly. Taking it easy, we're in control, we have the middle taken, and there's no real stress. Let's just go grab health instead. This takes way longer than just teleporting, so it might have been a stupid idea, but I'm okay with that. Not in a big hurry at this point. I've also farmed enough solar at this point. Nice. And that was close. I farmed enough solar at this point for me to not feel too bad about handing it out to my allies as well. Obviously this is a carry build, and you want as much solar as possible, and there's little that can be done about that, but in Awesomenauts it's not that important who gets the kills, because people tend to be able to catch up anyways if they just... If you start getting kills, they get enough money to be good to go anyways. So they don't need a droid. So if you can build a carry build that actually transitions really well, like this one, because the transition from going defensive over to going to hunter mode is very significantly noticeable. We're gonna try to chase Leon down while he's running because we're annoying like that. So the transition is so noticeable that I feel it's worthwhile to take pretty much all of the droids if possible from even my allies, because at the point I go run speed and hunter mode, as I call it hunter mode for some reason because I go from defensive mode to starting ganking, and I don't like the word gank mode, it just sounds so bad. There's not a kill. Long distance. Didn't even see it. Ta-da! Run speed. Let's get going, shall we? Let's put some health to this before something goes bad. We're at level 12 somewhere. If you haven't died yet, it might always be a good idea to consider taking health. Let's see. We have a rank 9 on their side, but the rank 9 is doing best, so I'm not sure how matchmaking is working. If this guy is really that bad. He's clearly not stupid and he shouldn't be in rank 9. I don't know how he ended up there. Let's see if we can take the health from him. There we go. Missed that one. Ah, so close, so close, so close. That's okay though. No hurry. Ouch. That hurt. Coco is, as always, quite annoying, even when you go over to hunter mode. Then again, I haven't taken my health regen on bite yet, so we're getting to there. And down goes the other turret. And 2-on-1, that's not fair, is it? Let's get out of here. Oh, hello. And goodbye. So this is the reason for getting the run speed instead of solar tree, the fact that you can get away from these things. It's saved my life so often that it's worthwhile. There's the health regen on bite, and now let's go ganking, shall we? Let's take this first. So I try to always keep a wheedling with me, because that means I can run up and chase someone all the way up to a turret, even at rather low health, slam out the turret, wheedling I should say, in front of the turret, and then run away without taking damage. So that's nice. Let's see what we can do here. Let's put a spit out as soon as possible and have someone go up on it, and he's dead. Down goes our Coco, but we take this guy out, and... ooh, so close, so close. Can we get her? No. That's okay. I think we did enough at that point. I'm okay with that. I didn't even have time to commentate what happened there, but Leon and Froggy G went down. And here's the golden mode when we have both or one turret down on their side, that we can now just put the spit out right in front of the turret, and their droids will always walk on top of them, killing pretty much all of them before they can even get out of their own base lane, which is really nice. This might hurt a bit. Let's... actually, it's not gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt them more than anything else. That's okay. Can we get a kill from it? Maybe? No. Yes, we did. And this is why I love Gnaw at the current state. Most people will shout that he got overpowered in the last patch, but I would say he didn't, because it didn't change that much. If you were really good at spitting before that, you would achieve the exact same things against low HP players. So the only difference is that not many people had a problem because they could hide behind, say for example, a clunk or the droids or whatever, and just avoid the whole ability, which kind of kills the point of the ability if everyone can just dodge it. Take Coco's lightning bolt, for example. That one doesn't give a damn about anything like droids or walls or anything. Froggy G doesn't care either with his dash, and this goes on quite often. Lone Star as well. While he does explode on droids, the explosion is an AoE. So I think it's just fair that Gnaw gets some viable AoE ability instead of relying on previously rather bad spits or having Wheedlings positioned very strategically so the opponent went into them. And down goes Leon. Who got the kill? I didn't get a kill. That's okay though. I'm not in a ganky mood really at this point because we're in such a good position, but so it's okay to hand the kills over since, well, in fairness, I'm a little bit ahead, am I? No, we're actually the same level, so it doesn't matter. They are falling behind though, and this might not hurt at all. That's cool. Let's see if we can get her. Probably not, I'd say, but least chase her away in the wrong direction, keep her away while I was hoping that Yuri would have taken care of their turrets, but never mind. Here comes their Froggy G again. Yuri, does he get away? Yuri gets away. Can we get Froggy G down? Yes, we can, and he's dead. This is going well, I'd say. And this is with 1 health upgrade, so I'm okay with this. Let's get more damage on bite. Note that it's the actual damage and not the damage over time damage, because it makes a difference in the bite. The health Urian goes up by 1 if you take that, and if you take the dot it doesn't go up at all. And I like getting 4 health on bite and upgrading bite speed, so I'm gonna go with that. Chasing Coco. Coco runs away. Leon tries something really stupid, like attacking me. See if we can chase Coco down. No, Coco runs away again. This is just a clone, but we're gonna take it out before it does any damage to our droids. And down goes the droids. We don't need to care about them. Yuri will take them, or my Spit will take them, doesn't matter. And here's Coco again. Coco is officially dead again. Jumping in after our Coco died, so always try to be perceptive. Keep an eye on the minimap as often and as much as possible. I try to, as soon as I'm not in combat, I keep one eye on the minimap, especially if I'm running far distances, and always try to react as fast as possible to everything. This might be a little bit complicated against 2, but actually it might actually work really well. I'm okay with that. The Spit again, I'm playing against Froggy G and Leon and Coco, who hasn't gone full health yet from the looks of it, which puts me in a really good spot because this is exactly what Gnaw is good at killing. The solution for them in this case would have been... yeah, I know. Why am I not ranked 2? Less reading of the chat, more playing the game. Stop talking to me, people. Where was I? Yeah, this current situation is the fact that these 3 characters is what Gnaw is good against. So even if this looks like, oh, 8-1, and you're just owning face, doesn't always happen like that. Like against Clunk it would be a whole different story. And yeah, I guess I'm not allowed in rank 1. I have a good decent win ratio, and I was up and sniffed on it, and as soon as I went up to rank 1 I got rank 7s on my team, 2 of them, and I was like, okay, this is fair. That's okay though. I enjoy playing with people and seeing what they can do. Like for example, this Froggy G is rank 9, so eh. And I can see you. Can I chase it down? No, that's not gonna happen, so never mind. Just placing that out there just in case. Froggy G hits it right on, splits it, and right into their droids. Cool. More money for me. So this is how I play Gnaw, and I'd say this game is pretty much over at this point. They could defend and try to draw it out a lot longer, but it wouldn't help them at this point, obviously. We're standing strong, and I took the middle early, and that's what changed this game around. And also I have a really good... I wouldn't say that our team setup is that great, because I would have liked, say, a Voltar, for example, or a Clunk, or both, preferably, or a Skoldir. Skoldir to throw in to things, or a Leon to draw into our mines with Yuri. That's okay, though, because their team has such a bad setup against Gnaw particularly, and also against Yuri. And Coco is kind of a wild card in this case, being able to take on most things. Let's go back before something bad happens, shall we? So that's our team composition. I know I should be going into team composition a lot more, and I will in later videos, but at this point I feel that I wanted to show the build of Gnaw after the patch, because it's a really fun build, and it angers a lot of ganky Leons who think they're cool and tough and have been owning face with just their mouse 1 button, and I'm okay with actually killing them off. So that's the situation, and that's how I played Gnaw after the patch. I think he's a really competent character now, and he was rather weak before this, I'd say. I at least think so. In comparison, I wouldn't say he was weak in himself. If you played him really well, he was quite powerful. However, you had to play him a lot better than you had to play, say, for example, Leon or not Clunk, but Coco and such. So I think it's fair to have him balanced on the same difficulty level as other characters. Does that make sense? Not that he has to be so advanced or so easy to play, but he should be as easy or as advanced as other characters. And I think he is at this point. So, yeah, I'd say GG is coming up quickly, and this is how I play my Gnaw. I keep repeating this, but yeah, GG, there it is. As always, you have been the audience, I have been the host, and this has been Gnaw owning FaZe against rank 1s and rank 3s and so forth. Thank you for watching. Toodles!